Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another YouTube video. We have another guitar pedal to add to the collection, the Boss Blues Driver. So I got this bad boy in a trade. I traded my mini tube screamer for it. I've never really used the tube screamer, and I've heard some good things about the Blues Driver. I always wanted to try one out. So that is what we're gonna do here today, is try this bad boy out and probably make a song with it as well. So for right now, we're gonna replace the DS1 on the board with this thing. The signal chain here is my Fender Duo Sonic into the pedal into my Fender 85 amplifier and recorded with a Sennheiser E609. So that's more or less the sound of the Blues Driver. My thoughts on the pedal after messing around a little bit. The Blues Driver I feel like takes a little bit more work to dial in a tone that sounds good. If I really crank up the gain, I usually will have to adjust the tone and level in order to get it to a place where I think it sounds good. Also, on most pedals, I generally like to roll the tone off a little bit, but this may be one of the only pedals where I think it sounds a little bit better bumping the tone. The gain knob does give you a lot of range because full gain is very, very distorted, and this is with no gain at all. It's literally just a clean tone. It also does a really nice edge of breakup thing. It's a pretty versatile overdrive, but I will show you the one thing that I'm really not a fan of. You may have even heard it already, but just listen to this. To the untrained ear, this might be a tough thing to point out and maybe even unnoticeable for some people, but if you listen closely to around the end of the chord, you'll hear the distortion sound kind of like crackle a little bit. It's a really weird kind of unpleasant sound, and you don't notice it at first, but once you do, it's hard to not notice. When I first tried this thing out and plugged it in, I was really worried because I thought the guy traded me a broken pedal. So I went on the interwebs and looked up this problem that I was having, and lo and behold, tons and tons of other people experienced the same thing. There's articles and forum posts and all this kind of stuff about it. The general consensus is that that just kind of is the sound of a stock BD2. And in all honesty, I'm just really not a huge fan of that. It really kind of gets under my skin. I imagine for people who are playing live, this is not a huge problem. But for me, since I'm only recording in the studio, that would drive me crazy because the one thing I can't stand is like clicks and pops and crackling, buzzing, electrical sounds. So yeah, for me personally, this kind of feels like it would be a deal breaker because realistically, the pedal sounds good, the drive sounds nice and everything. I definitely don't think it sounds good enough to where I would overlook that flaw of the decay, crackly sound. But obviously, I'm still gonna make a song with it because who knows, maybe it's not even really noticeable when recording, but it seems very noticeable coming out of the amp, so I don't know. We'll see how this song turns out. I kind of want to switch to a different guitar right now. I think we're going to give this guy some love. I don't use this as much as I should. Okay, I think right now I want to record drums. I'm trying out a new setup and everything. This might go horribly wrong and these drums might sound awful, but we're trying a different thing today. That's right, I just did the whole song in one take. I'm basically a drum guy. I basically do drums sometimes. Okay, now we mix drums. Just finished the drums, now it's time for bass guitar. Let's do it. Okay, we got bass. Nice. Very epic. Yeah, let's get some shaker. Okay, I think that's pretty much good. We've been recording for a little while now, and I think it's pretty much time to call it. But what are my thoughts on this pedal? This is gonna make some people very angry, but I think this pedal is kind of overhyped. It obviously does sound really good. All the tones that I was able to get in this were really nice, but it kind of doesn't really provide me with a sound that I don't already have with the DS1 and the SD1. I will say, even though the gross decay sound of this pedal is a bit annoying, I don't think it really showed up super obviously in the track that I made here. This part was filmed before I really mixed the track and listened back to it properly, so I now rescind my previous statement because it is definitely noticeable when recording, especially for using compression and everything. It's really going to bring out those gross crackly decay sounds. But is this really the right drive pedal for you? That really depends on a couple factors. If you want a pretty versatile pedal that can get all the way down to super clean and all the way up to very distorted, this is definitely a good option. I also feel like it's very hi-fi, high-endy, clear sounding. This could definitely be a good option for your first drive pedal, but if you already have a couple other distortion pedals, especially Boss pedals, this is really not going to do anything that knocks your socks off. I'll definitely have an SD1, DS1, BD2 comparison video coming soon, and let me know if I'm missing anything or if there's any sort of secret ways to use this pedal, but overall, I'm kind of underwhelmed by it. So that is going to do it for me in this video here today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts on the BD2 down in the comments below, and also let me know what other pedals I should be on the lookout for to make videos about. Definitely go check out this track on Bandcamp. There will be a link in the description below, and I will see you all in the next video.